Wait, what's that smell? Oh my goodness, I think I've rolled into something. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but sometimes the smells are just too tempting. Oh, hi there. Sorry, I'm not quite ready for a close up yet. You see, even though I'm a smart dog with a nose for finance, I'm still just a dog, and sometimes, well, things happen that are just beyond my control. But you know what? That's okay. Because in the world of finance and investment, things don't always go according to plan, and markets can be unpredictable. And sometimes you just have to roll in the punches. Okay, now that I'm a little more presentable, let's talk about something really important like the stock market. I know, it's not so exciting as rolling into something smelly, but trust me, it's just as interesting. Plus, if you're smart with your investment, you can make enough money to buy all the dog treats you could ever want. And let me tell you, there are lots of treats. So, you are ready to learn about the stock market with me? Let's go. So, let's dive in and talk about some smart investment strategies, shall we? Because even though I may get distracted, by the occasional smell, I know that with the right plan and a little bit of discipline, anyone can make their money work for them. So today we're talking about the stock market for beginners in 2023. This is the ultimate guide, so get ready for some awesome insights. So you're a beginner in the stock market, don't worry, we've all been there, but before we dive in, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I know, I'm a dog, but it doesn't mean I can't give you some valuable tips on investment. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing you need to know as a beginner is that investment is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You need to have patience and a long-term plan and a long-term perspective when it comes to stock market. But don't worry, the stock market can also be very exciting, like watching a movie marathon. Just make sure you don't eat all the popcorn at the beginning of the movie. Now let's talk about the basics. So, the stock market is essentially a place where companies sell shares of their ownership to the public. So, when you buy a share of a company, you become a part owner of that company. Now that you know what the stock market is, let's talk about some things you need to consider before investing. Well, firstly, you have to make sure that you have a solid understanding of the companies you're investing in. You have to research the company's financial, the company's management, and the competitive landscape to make sure you're making an informed decision. But how you choose which company to invest in? Well, one strategy is to look for companies with strong fundamentals, like a good track record, a healthy balance sheet. Just make sure you don't fall for the latest, hot stock tip. Just do your own research. Another thing to keep in mind as a beginner is to diversify your portfolio. Well, this means investing in a mix of different types of companies and industries in order just to spread out the risk. Just don't put all your nibbles in one bowl, okay? Well, speaking of diversification, you shouldn't forget that there are also international markets. So there are a lot of opportunities of growth outside the US. Woof! That just makes me so exciting just thinking about it. Risk management is the key. Well, no investment is without risk, but there are things you can do to mitigate your risk. One way would be to diversify your portfolio by investing in a variety of companies across different industries. Another way is to set stop loss orders to automatically sell your shares if you fall below a certain price. Having an investment strategy is also very important. Well, this could mean like investing for a long term and holding on to your shares for years. Or it could mean, well, actively trading your shares on a daily or weekly basis. What is important is to choose a strategy that works for you, that works for your goals and your risk tolerance. Key is the patience. The stock market can be volatile and there will be ups and downs. What is important is for you to stay on course and actually not let the short term market fluctuation dictate your investment strategies. You have to remember that investing is a long term game. Finally, it's important to stay informed about the stock market and the companies you're investing in. You should read like the financial news, follow the company earnings, and pay attention to the economic trades. But don't let it stress you out because investing is supposed to be fun, like going to the dog park. So there you have it. So, well, that's the ultimate guide for the stock market for beginners in 2023. Just remember, You have to be patient, diversify your portfolio. Well, you have to have fun. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for turning into Wall Street Dog. And remember to always invest wisely. Woof woof.